A federal grant will help local fire departments pay for much needed training. New parking meters go online today in Hyannis. And we have some important biking safety tips from Police Chief Paul McDonald. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, July 30th, 2014. I'm Sarah Mannel. The Centerville-Osterville-Marston's Mills Fire Department is getting a boost from the Department of Homeland Security. Last week, Representative Bill Keating announced a federal grant will pay for regional rapid intervention team training for Barnstable firefighters.
The problem it tries to address is this, that the demands of local firefighting agencies are greater. And they're greater, as we all know, down in the Cape because you have this influx of additional people. And you also have the challenges of being coastal. And so we've addressed recently one of those things by getting a new boat, a rescue boat that was surplus from the Coast Guard. It was actually stationed in Provincetown before and is in terrific shape. And so that the Comm Fire Department is using that. Now, one of the things they have to do, since there's 7 villages and it's very hard to take overtime for training for different purposes. And this allows that because each village by itself, and Barnstable as a whole, really doesn't have the additional money for something that's this important budgeted. And this will allow the departments to provide firefighters with the most up-to-date safety and self-rescue training available. And it's not just enough to get the equipment. You really have to have the kind of coordination and training that's available. And this does that. So it addresses a need that the departments themselves weren't capable of doing from a fiscal standpoint. But what is really important, too, is to see the continued professionalism of the fire services to try and meet these challenges, because we do have additional challenges that other areas of the country don't. And they do require, when you have small departments working together, coordination, because departments by themselves can't meet some of these needs.
While the $260,000 grant will be given to the Centerville-Osterville-Marston's Mills Fire Department, it will pay for training in all 5 fire districts in town. The parking meters at the municipal lot on Ocean Street go online today. The lot will be enforced as a pay-to-park lot 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From now until October 15th, a 6-hour maximum time limit is in place. Parking rates for the summer months are $2 per hour for each of the first 2 hours, $3 per hour for the remaining 4 hours, for a total of $16 if the maximum time is purchased. Rates will decrease and maximum parking time will increase after October 15th. Any questions should be directed to the Department of Regulatory Services. Well, it's summertime, and that means drivers are sharing the roadways with more pedestrians and cyclists. Police Chief Paul McDonald says it is very important to understand the rules of the road before hopping on your bike.
All the rules that the cars have to abide by, so does the bicycles. If they come to a stop sign, they have to stop. If they come to a red light, they have to stop. If there's a bicycle path, by all means use the bicycle path. As we all know, there's a very wide bicycle path going down the full length of Route 28, in the area where this accident happened. There's no reason why the bikes are not on that bike path.
McDonald says cyclists can be ticketed for not following those rules of the road.
It was changed about a year ago, where they get the same citation as you would get operating a motor vehicle. They get them to stop for the exact same violation. The fine structure is a little bit different, but they would get the same citation that you get if you're operating a motor vehicle. If you went through a red light, went through a stop sign, if you weren't abiding by the rules of the road, you could be cited the same as somebody operating a motor vehicle. But the laws have changed also for the bicyclists. They have every right to be in the roadway. They do not have to ride. In the old days, you had to ride one bicycle abreast. Well, now you can ride 2 abreast. And you have to follow along with the bicycle.
For more information and tips on how to stay safe while traveling on your bicycle, you can visit massbike.org. The Hyannis Sound is gearing up for its 20th annual reunion concert. Channel 18's Sarah Colvin caught up with the a cappella group to learn more.
Here with the Hyannis Sound. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and talking with us. Of course, you were just before the licensing authority. So tell me a little bit about the Hyannis Sound. You guys have been together for a long time. It's been a group that evolves year after year. But tell me a little bit, for those who may not know who you are, what the Hyannis Sound is all about.
Essentially, the Hyannis Sound has been around for 20 years this year, and we're a 10-man a cappella group. We always stay at 10, all college-age guys. We finish our semesters, we run down to Cape, rehearse for 2 weeks straight, and then we sort of perform all up and down Cape. We sing a cappella, which means no instruments whatsoever, and anything that we're lacking in terms of instruments we make up for in our mouths.
Great. So how do you find the talent? How do you get to be one of the 10 members of the Hyannis Sound?
Every year we hold auditions. We have a video submission as a preliminary audition, and then we invite people to come and audition for us in Boston. We usually get about 100 people to come out, audition, and we just get to know them because not only are they going to sing with us, but they're going to be our new best friends.
That's great. And you guys are not just from here in Massachusetts, you're from all over the country, right?
Yes. Shout it out. Guys want to?
Yeah. I think you guys want to tell me where you're from. New Jersey?
New Hampshire. Connecticut.
Chicago. Okay, so you're the farthest away?
Oh no, I'm from Virginia. Actually.
From Virginia. Wow. Okay, so really from all over the place. And so it must be a really fun experience to not only come here to the Cape for the summer and to sing, but you guys all live together as well, right?
We do. We live in a house together. Some of us in the same room, and it's just a really great way to just get that much closer.
That's well, I bet the house is filled with music all the time, right?
It is. You have to ask people to stop singing.
I'm sure. So can you give us a sample? I'm going to ask you to sing at the end of this, but some of the songs, I know that it really ranges from classics, standards, all the way up to modern songs. So I guess what's the most unusual song that you have in your repertoire this summer?
Well, we have a Frozen medley that we've been doing this year, yeah. So it's kind of fun to watch 10 grown men sing Frozen, I guess.
I can imagine that must be amusing. Does anybody have a particular favorite song that you like to sing?
we sing so many.
So they each have good perks.
Yeah.
Great. Well, there's a show coming up at Barnstable High School this weekend. Tell me a little bit about that show.
Yeah. So this weekend, this upcoming Saturday at 7 p.m., we have our 20th reunion alumni show, which essentially is 20 years of all of the men who have ever been in Hyannis Sound coming back to perform.
Wow.
And each group, starting from 1994, will perform one song. So you'll sort of get to see the group evolve over time in front of your eyes.
Have you been able to get everyone to come back?
No, but at this point we have about 80 alumni that are coming back, so it's a good number, absolutely, coming from all over the world.
That's amazing. And so I would assume that the tickets are on sale for that now, and people are going to want to come see that. Where can people get the tickets for that?
Tickets are actually going to be sold at the door. Barnstable High Performing Arts Center is a large space, and we don't expect to sell out, but we will get close, so just make sure that you get there early enough to grab some tickets, and we hope you enjoy.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. Someone picked you from the bunch, one glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now since I see you.
The Hyannis Sound 20th reunion concert will be held at Barnstable High School this Saturday night at 7. Tickets are $25 for adults and $15 for seniors and anyone under the age of 18. We'll be sure to tune into our hour-long news program Barnstable this morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we'll talk about improvements being made at Barnstable Municipal Airport with manager Bud Brialt. We'll hear from County Commissioner Bill Doherty in our county government segment. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.